Hey everybody, Raymond here with the Evercrafter, and welcome to Flocktail Hour. Special night tonight. We're having it on Wednesday because I will not be able to go live tomorrow night. So I hope people remember and y'all come on in. I'm about 8 minutes early. I'm going to get myself pulled up on my laptop, share myself out, and I'll be right back with you. But if you're catching this part to replay, more than likely, hashtag replay down below. Let me know who you are, where you're from, and who sent you. Alright, be right back. Hey Jenny, how are you today? Just sharing myself out. I'm good. I sure wish it was Thursday though. Hey Maritza. Yes, if it was Thursday, then I wouldn't have to work tomorrow. Hola Liza. I'm just sharing myself out. Come on. What? What? I don't know what he's doing. Hey. Just him being him. Where's my button? Enter? What the world? I was telling me I said that. It is like 6 minutes early, ma'am. Barely. Yo, why is this not cooperating with me? I don't know if that worked or not. I was trying to share myself into a group, but it's not working. So I don't know if I shared it there or not. Tina, I forgot to message you last night and today when I reminded myself to message you. Work was busy today. Hey, Vay. I will let him know that all y'all said happy birthday. I did like 14,000 today at work. Yesterday I didn't do but like 2,000. But the day before that I did 23,000. Crazy. No problem, Miss my Georgia girl. How are you? Well, yes, it's definitely early. I mean, I'm still technically 4 minutes early. So, Janine, you're technically not late. I'm just early. I will. Hey, ma'am. I will. Are you still at the amusement park? Ugh. It's been a long week. It really has. We and I have a long weekend too, so yeah. Because of course Corey's birthday is tomorrow, so me and him's gonna do something. But then this weekend we have things with some friends to do. Still trying to figure out what restaurant to go to. And I haven't seen him pop on here, so I really wanted to get him a Mississippi mud pie because it's his favorite. I cannot find one available anywhere for tomorrow. It's crazy. Well, happy birthday to him. Oh no, I need to talk to you about September date. Yeah, nothing bad. You didn't do nothing bad. Hey Trina. You gotta load the car. Oh, you got a show tomorrow? Well, hello from Northern Atlantic Canada. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. And I'm going to say your name is pronounced Karen. I could be really wrong on that. I missed that. Let me go back and read that. Oh, you had a creeper on your live? Ugh. I had one last week that would not go away. It finally let me block him after the live. I couldn't make that one out either, but we shall Google it and find out if we need to. That name looks really familiar, actually. I don't think that's who I had last week, but that name looks really familiar. Andrew Miller. Why does that name look so familiar? Is that who we had in here last week? Does anybody remember? Okay, that's who that is. Okay, he's not a he's a special needs guy. That's who that is. Okay, that's not who we had in here last week. Yeah, I think Andrew Miller is the special needs guy. I believe. He's not a threat or anything. Um, he just has trouble communicating. But he likes to watch our lives sometimes. If that's who I believe it is. I don't know what EU that means. I really think Andrew is the special needs guy. I think. I'll search into that for you, Janine, and find out. It is okay. Hey, Denise. Okay, yes, he is the special needs guy. Okay. So everything I'm finding on that isn't anything that should relate to what was going to that. Um, Janine, the EUFY. But I'll see if I can't figure it out for you. Hey, Eska. Yeah, send it to me and Janine, please. Q, what it do? But yeah, I'll send you what I found, what I saw that it means, but I don't think that applies to your live, but I'll find out for you. All right, but yeah, so okay, it's 8:01. I'm late now, so let me go ahead and start. My gosh, Tina's over there cracking it. So tonight, I posted a video about 40 minutes ago of a scarecrow that I made last year in the fall. Like a big life-size scarecrow. He's like 5 foot tall or something like that. And he is on a corn stalk that I made. So tonight I'm going to show you how to make corn stalks. The main reason I want to show you this is there are companies this year selling fake corn stalks, a 3-pack for $100. I refuse to spend $100 on 3 corn stalks that aren't even real. So I'm going to show you the way that I did them last year, and I've changed it up just a little bit. But you can get all the supplies from the Dollar Tree if you have a good Dollar Tree. If not, you might have to go to the Walmart if you have to, or Dollar General, any of those places. But most Dollar Trees will have everything you need. Okay? So I made 2 different styles, and we're going to make a 3rd style tonight. So this is one. Okay? This is one of the corn stalks. This is what we're going to call style number 1. This is style number 2. Okay? So the 3rd one that we're going to do tonight will incorporate both of them. And I want to show you 3 different ways to make the corn husk itself, like the leafy area. Alright? So what you're going to need: a roll of masking tape. This masking tape is 2 inches wide. Dollar Tree was out of it, so I did have to buy the real stuff from Walmart. It's $1.25 at Dollar Tree or $3.45 at Walmart. One of these, this was the size it was. So I've used quite a bit, but that's done 2 of them, okay? Plus a few mess ups. That's what I plan to do for the outside, for sure. I'm just going to go get some from somewhere. So another option we're going to show tonight, other than the masking tape, you can get this from the Lowe's. This is called Ramboard tape, and it's kind of like a paper tape. I haven't even opened it yet. So this is called Ramboard tape. You can get it in the same aisle you get your masking tape and duct tape and frog tape and all that from. Or you can get paper tape in the packing supply section, but ours was out, so that's why I got the Ramboard. Paper tape from the packing section, like boxes and stuff, would be a little bit cheaper than the Ramboard. This was $10. I forgot how much is on here. But you could do quite a bit with this. Alright? And it's just like a regular tape. It just is, it looks like brown paper. Alright? This will be option number 3. This is just brown paper. This is a roll I've had for a while. This comes from the Lowe's, and it's like $3 a roll. It's 9 inches wide, and there are 60 yards on this roll. But you can just get brown packing paper. It doesn't have to be this paper. So this will be another option I'll show you. This one you'll have to use hot glue with. The other 2 you will not. Alright. You will also need this is 18-inch 20-gauge wire, floral wire. My Dollar Tree had 2 packs left. I bought those 2 packs, and then I also got 2 packs from Walmart. They're 98 cents at Walmart, so they're actually cheaper at Walmart. But you can get the ones from Dollar Tree if yours has them. I got 2 packs, this one pack had 30 pieces in it from Walmart. So, other items you will need from the Dollar Tree. This is an optional item. It doesn't have to be this. You're just going to want something that's like this. You can even just do little berry sprigs. I'll show you what this is for at the end. Last item you're going to need is a black broom handle from the Dollar Tree. This one doesn't have a sticker on it. These are $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. And they are 4 foot long. Alright. Now, they do have this on the top. You can either take this off or do like I'm doing. You can leave it on. Just take your wire cutters. Cut off that part and leave that. Alright. Optional options can also be found at the Dollar Tree. Fake corn. You don't have to have the fake corn, but you could. Alright? So the first thing you want to do is take a piece of your tape here. Good morning, Cheryl. I'm actually going to lay this on my table. Move that out of the way. Okay. Take your tape. Go from one end all the way to the other end. And then push it down. You just want to cover the entire piece, the entire pole with this. You want to cover it the black is what you're doing. If you don't want to use the dollar broomstick or mop stick, whatever you want to call it, you can just get a long piece of dowel or PVC pipe. I think PVC pipe would be a great option if you happen to have it already. Otherwise, PVC pipe might end up costing you too much, because PVC pipe is getting expensive. Now we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. Cut your tape off, rip it off, whatever, and attach it down also. Like I said, all you're doing is covering the black. It does not have to be smooth or perfect. It can have wrinkles in it. It actually probably looks better with wrinkles in it. Hey, 3A. Alright, once you get it covered, the next part is you're going to cover it again. I have found it easier when doing the second layer of covering to rip off a piece, doesn't matter how long. Start at one end at an angle and pull it down so you can see it. Just going to wrap that around. So this way you're just going around it at an angle. You're doing a second layer, but it also, you're going to be able to see that swirl, which helps with the look of it looking like a corn stalk. A lot of it will be covered in the end, but you will see some of it. Right? Isn't he adorable? Anise did such a good job on that moon. You can't see it, but up there, right there, is one that I painted last year. It's a paper mache, but I didn't make it. Hey, Tassie. Yeah, I didn't make the one that's up here. It's when I purchased the moon and then I painted it. I think I got, well, I know where I got it. I got it from a place called Factory Direct Crafts, I believe, is where I got the form from, and then I just painted it. So again, you're just covering it by swirling it. Like I said, you can't really tell it on camera, but you can see the spirals, the spiral in person, which just kind of gives it more of that cornstalk look. Because you're slightly overlapping it, so you get some darker stripes in there. So if I was to just use the Dollar Tree products. Ow. Paper cut from tape. Wow. Well, no, it didn't actually cut it. It almost did, though. Hey, Georgia. Yes, if I only used the Dollar Tree products for, let's say, we'll say I use 2 rolls of tape, 3 sticks, 2 packs of wire, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 7 items, and you're still under $10 for 3 of them. Hey, Stephanie! Which is still much cheaper. Of course, it's 1/10 of the cost of the ones from the company online. And even a real bundle of corn stalks, if you have to buy them, is close to $20 now. Because I checked that today. I did find one website that would ship them to you from somewhere up north. And it said they were $8 for a 12-pack. Something, my sister. But it said they were $8 for a 12-pack. But when you add them to the cart, it doesn't give you an option to buy them. Like it says there's no payment method set up on this website. So it could be a scam site. So I did find some on Amazon, real ones, sold by the bundle. But they were $30 a bundle, and the bundle only had like 6 in it, I think. So, just saying. We're making fake corn stalks out of Dollar Tree products. Mostly Dollar Tree products. I had to get my tape from Walmart this time. Yeah. Back home, I'm from Arkansas, farm town in Arkansas, so we had them everywhere. Now I live in Louisiana, and down here we have sugarcane, which actually resembles corn stalks. You can still find corn stalks though, but no, there's no sugarcane fields where right around my house or anything. But I'm sure I could find some. All right, now I'm just putting a piece of tape around the end just because that's where I stopped at. All right, now what I like to do is because this end would be the twisty end that would screw into the broom. That's going to be the bottom, okay? Make a whole bunch of them then, just to mess with him. All right, and the part that we cut off, the handle area, that's going to be your top. The reason I like to make that the top is because if you do want to go in and put the pieces coming out the top, you have something you can put a hole into if you wanted to, where the bottom is just a little plug. So, all right, so that's all we did to make the actual stalk, that piece. All right, now let me show you how to make the leaves. I'm going to show you 3 options. So first we're going to make a leaf like this one has, which are the bigger leaves, the bigger, longer leaves. So you just take your tape, roll out a big piece, take your piece of wire, okay? You want to come up, I think, yeah, like 2 inches. Put that 2-inch mark at the very bottom of your wire. Of your tape. So we're just going to place it down. You're going to stick your wire to it straight up the middle. Try to keep it towards the center. All right. Oh, I bet they are, Stephanie. There is one here. Not here, but close to here. But we also, of course, have sugarcane maces. So now you just want to take it. This is the wire I have in my hand. You're going to lay it over on itself. Try to keep it centered. Okay. Push them together. So now you got the piece of wire sticking out. Take your scissors. All right, so now we have a piece of tape with a piece of wire sticking out the end. The reason you want to keep that wire towards the center is you're going to fold it. In half. For the big leaves, what you want to do is you want to kind of keep it this size at the bottom. So come up a few inches. And just start cutting away, cutting it up. You're cutting both sides at one time. So you see how I cut it really skinny, and then at the top I rounded it off like this. All right, to give it some shape, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Each time you're turning it a little bit different direction. I don't know what she's barking at. So that's one way of making your leaf. All right. Now, if you wanted to, you can taper this in some. You're not really going to see the taper, but because when you put it on the pole with this option, you're going to wrap that around your pole, so it's going to look tapered anyways. Okay? So that's option 1. Option 2, that's 2. We're going to do with the paper tape. Same concept, except it's going to give you a little bit of a different look. So for that option, let me get another piece of wire. What we're going to do is we're going to take our wire. Thank you. Fold it in half. Hey, Susan. And we're going to cut it. We're going to make this one's going to be a short version, which is what I did on this piece, except I did it with the other tape. Bend your wire back straight. Same thing. Put your wire straight in the middle. Leave about an inch out. Lay it down. You're going to fold it over the same way. And then cut it. Now, I will say paper tape, you may want to fold the end over when you are done with it, because it is harder to get to come back up than masking tape is. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold it in half. This time, instead of leaving it wide at the bottom, we're actually going to start at the wire. And we're going to make it a true leaf shape. Alright, and the thing is, it also gives you a second color. You could mix the two together. Alright, now I'm going to show you one more option with this before you show you the paper option. Okay, fold it back in half, go from the top. Oh, I got a piece of tape stuck. Okay, cut it down. What you're doing is you're kind of making it have more of a, I hate to say ruffle, but hey Holly, it makes it not look so perfect, right? One more thing you could do. Just kind of feather it on the sides. Hey Holly, how are you doing? Did I just say that again? Or had I already said that? I guess that's what I was meaning. So it gives you just a little bit more detail to the shape of it. I had a moment, didn't I? So you still got your leaf shape. It's just got a little bit tattered, I guess is the word. And put this in the garbage. So that's 2 options, 3 technically. Now, this option you can still do with this tape, just make it shorter. You're just using half a stick opposed to a whole one. Alright? Now, the paper option. This is probably my least favorite of them. So for this option, take a piece of paper, fold it, there's not a true size because you're making it whatever size you want it. Really? That's crazy, 3A. So I pretty much have a square. It is 8 by 9. So almost a square. Fold it in half. Okay. This is the option you're going to need a hot glue gun for. So first you want to put a piece of tape down the center. Not tape. Hot glue. Because you want to stick your wire to it. Okay? You're going to add more hot glue, so don't worry. Then you're going to draw your leaf shape, or whatever you want to call it, with the glue. Okay? Then you're just going to fold your paper back over and push it down. All right. And then you're going to go in and cut it. Cut around where you hot glued. All right. You can do this with brown paper bags too. All right. Now here's the thing. This would probably be the cheapest option if you're going to make a whole bunch of them. Otherwise, I would stick to the tape. Simply because this is paper. You know? Now, you can get a cool, more of a, what's it called? Of the husky look to it by doing that. But, the downside is it's paper. If you put it outside, it's definitely going to get messed up. Okay? It's almost the same exact color as the paper tape. So I would probably go the tape option. But I wanted to show you this option simply because you can get the brown paper lunch sacks, or you can get your big roll of brown paper. So there is that option, okay? You might actually have brown lunch bags already in your house. So there's that. The other thing you're going to have to make ahead of time, or you can make them after you attach all your leaves. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, outside would be a no-go for sure, Priscilla. Something else you're going to want to do, I'm going to show you with this option. Take a piece of tape. Oh, it would look really cool if doing all three. Like, I think mixing the two tapes would be a good idea. But I'm just not sure about the paper. Simply because if it gets wet, it's damaged, you know? So, all I did was fold that piece of tape in half. I didn't do it perfect. So, I've got some tape showing on the edges. I'm just going to fold that over onto this other side so it sticks to itself. Same thing on this side. Hey, my girl, Kathleen. Alright. So what you want to do for this step, and then I'll show you how to start putting it all together. You just want to take your scissors. This is the tape you just stuck to itself. And you just want to cut it straight up. You're making it into little tiny strips. Don't cut it all the way. Leave yourself about a half an inch to an inch at the top. Thank you for the stars, whoever sent those. I didn't see who it was, but thank you. Kathleen, thank you. It looked like I might have gotten 2 sets of stars, and if I did, I apologize. I didn't see the first set. But yes. We're just cutting those up into little tiny strips. They all don't have to be the same size. Okay. So you've got these little tangly, dingly, stringy things, right? Put them in your hand. And roll them around in your hand. You want them to be all bent up looking. If you could snag some of the hula skirts from Dollar Tree, if they still have any at your Dollar Tree, you could just use actual pieces of hula skirt from the Dollar Tree. That would work also for this. So all this is going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to add it in between some of the branches or the leaves when you get done. That's it. So what I like to do is, depending on how many you make, if you take this and just, this way you have two small pieces, you put one on the front and one on the back. That way, I mean, you could do multiple to make it a full piece, but you don't really need it all the way around. You just want them on there, okay? Now, because I haven't done one out of the tape, I've never done it out of tape. Let's do one out of the tape. Now, the paper tape, you can just rip. Because I did rip it, it's not a straight cut. So I'm just cutting off the piece that didn't have anything there. And we're going to do the same thing. Just cut it into strips. And the paper tape is wider. It's more like a 4-inch wide tape. So you're going to be able to get more out of it. Like, remember what I said, they do not all have to be the same size. All right, let's try it. Let's roll it up and see what happens. Same type of look. I am not going to make any children of the corn figures. So, same situation. We still got the cool little shapes. All right, so they work. That works also. All right. So far, any questions? I recommend. Hey Sue, we're making corn stalks. No clay in tonight. I recommend, this has 12 and this has 12. These are 12 shorts. This is 12 longs. So what I would do, or what I would like to do on this one that we're doing, what was that? I think I want to do 6 large and 6 small. That's what I'm thinking. Thanks, Sue. So we'll do 6 of this size and 6 of this size. And we'll alternate them in there and see how that looks. Now, if you want to do the corn in there, these are from Dollar Tree. They have them in all different colors. I got the traditional. So they have actual corn husk on them, right? You're probably going to want to make some corn husk to put around them. You know what I mean? You don't have to, but I think it would look better if you did. To make like one or maybe 1, 2, and 3. Maybe put 3 of them on there. That's just what I think. But if you're going to do that, you are going to have to take a dowel and push it into your corn. This is just styrofoam, y'all. So you are going to have to do this and then really tightly secure this to your pole before you put any of the corn stalk around it. If that makes sense? I hope it did. But yeah, I think it would look cool. Just for instance, I'm just going to use one of these. Because remember, these have wire in them, so you can bend them. You see, I think, and then you attach that to the tree. I mean, to the hut. No. To the stalk. I think that would look really cool. All right. Same thing with the brown taped version. It'll work. All right. So that's how you would do that. Okay. So we need to make 5 more of this one and 5 more of this one. So if you're going to make a lot of these, I have found that it is easier to do if you just do all the tape part first and then go back and do the cutting part. That way you don't have to keep going back and forth. So that's what we're going to do. It'll just make it faster. And I'm going to show you, once I get the long ones cut, I'll show you, you don't have to fold them in half, but we'll do it the other way too. Okay. No, I think 3A. I think she was saying she was asking why you were back in Facebook jail or comment jail. Excuse me. 3A stay in Facebook comment jail. I don't know why it does that to you so much. And it used to do it to Teresa Jones a lot. Right, and then yeah, exactly. And then they don't give you a reason. And I feel like we watch the same, like we watch as many lives as I watch as many as you do. And I did get the message once on Sunday, actually. Yeah, I got a message saying this feature not available, but then it went right away. Ugh. Hey, Ramona. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, like it sent me a message telling me, and then like almost instantly it let me comment. Yes. So this is just regular masking tape is what I call it. I don't know what they call it. General purpose masking tape. And then this is called ram tape? Ram board tape. It's like a paper tape. You can also get brown packing paper tape also. Huh. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more of this color. And making the husk, that's the hardest part. The rest of it goes pretty easy. Like pretty quick also. And if you do get off and it's way off, don't worry about it because you're cutting the edges off anyways. No, none of that. Okay, so I know I told y'all fold it in half and cut it that way, right? You don't have to, y'all. You can seriously just... If you have really good scissors, you can just do like that. So you don't have to fold it in half and do all that. I typically do because that way they're more symmetrical. But you don't have to. It goes a lot faster if you don't, actually, I think. Because you're not trying to hold the tape folded perfectly. Yeah, I'm just using a 20 gauge floral wire in the center. If you got really good scissors, like my other pair, it'll let you slide through it like it does with wrapping paper. Now, I'm not doing it, but there is another option that you could do. You could take this outside and take a little brown spray paint. Once you get them all cut out, and add a little spray paint around the edges to kind of darken them up a little bit to give it more of a dirty look, which I think would be really cool and help you achieve more of a realistic look. Hey, Wendy darling. They are actually going to go in my foyer next to my scarecrow that's going in my foyer. I'm only actually doing 3. I was going to do 6, but I decided 3's good. And they're just going to kind of stand next to him. Coffee staining would work too, yeah. I hate coffee staining though, that and tea staining. My mom used to tea stain stuff all the time. And it used to get on my nerves. So the only thing I have tea stained in the last 20 years was a book and some fabric for a ghost. And I didn't like the way it looked after I got finished, so I ended up actually spray painting it around the edges. Alright, so we've got these done now. Distressed oxide would be good too. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that. I don't think. Alright, so we've got our long ones done. Let's do our short ones. Remember, for the short ones, we're only using half of the wire. So you can just take 3 wires, fold them in half, cut them. Now we have our wires cut. So out of 1 pack of wire, of the 30 pack wire, I'll have to look into that. Okay, so I have a love-hate relationship with Tim Holtz. Don't hate me, but I have a love-hate relationship with him only because everything I ever find that I want of his, when I go to get it, because I have to go to Joann's to get it, it's sold out. And they're like, oh, or they never got it, even though it says they should have it, you know? So I just get frustrated with them. But yes, out of a 30 pack of wire, I made, this will be 3 of the Corn Stalks. So that's pretty cool. Try the vintage photo color if you get it. Amazon has it. Okay. We're making corn stalk syrup. Here's one. Here's another. These are actually the same size stick, just different size leaves to make them look bigger. And then we're going to add some fake corn to it too. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh, I have 2 Cheryls. Heh. So again, I'm only leaving about an inch of the wire sticking out. Once you get your wire in, just fold it over. Make sure you have enough of the tape rolled out first. Fold it over on itself and seal it off. Alright, let's go ahead and do the other ones real quick and we'll cut them. Thanks, Cheryl. Michael's has what? Tim Holtz? I've never seen it there. Or you I don't know if I've ever seen Tim Holtz at Michael's. Maybe I just don't think to look at Michael's because I always, every time I look for it online, it's at the other place. I also need to get some rubbing buff because I never went and bought that either. Huh. So Cheryl, these are a dupe project. There is a website that is selling 3 fake corn stalks for $100. And I've made them before, so I figured why not show everybody. I made them last year. Now, I'm not saying that said company that is selling them doesn't have some things that are worth it, what they sell it for, because there are, because I buy stuff from them. I'm just saying the corn stalks are not worth $100. Well, I will have to look this weekend, because I'm going to go to Michael's this weekend. And I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby has some garland that I actually want for the fall / Halloween that has corn husk in it. And it says it's on sale. So hopefully they still have it when I go. Because I need like 4 or 5 pieces of it. So you'll notice I'm not doing the option with the paper. Oh, I want a ton of the real stuff. But it's really expensive here. When the stores get it, it's just really expensive. Because I actually want to put a whole lot of it in my yard, like with my yard stuff this year. Since we're doing the whole Sleepy Hollow thing, it's going to be out. Like, it's going to be very pumpkin patch slash, there's going to be a graveyard area. I have a really cool sidewalk that comes up to my house. And I kind of thought about doing like a covered bridge type situation. But trick-or-treaters don't come to our house. So they used to, but now everybody does. We have a big thing on the boulevard, so they don't come to the house anymore. Hey, Tisha. Since I cut 6 of these wires, I only needed 6, but I already had one made. We're going to go ahead and make one more. Okay. All right. We'll cut these and then we'll assemble one. And show you what it looks like assembled, or how to assemble it. All right, because this one we did like that, we're gonna do the same thing with this one. Oh, that's cool. We were actually growing pumpkins this year. Like the vines were coming up and everything. They were looking really nice. And we hired a new lawn man and he mowed them all down. I was not very happy about it. Because we got some really cool pumpkins last year and they were growing. Like, because we used them for the seeds. Yeah. So first, like I said, I'm just making the shape, and then we'll go back and give it the detail. Yes. Oh, I was upset. Because I had just told Corey like the day before, I was like, oh, those pumpkins are really doing good. He was like, I know, I saw that. I mean, I think if I had an area of a bunch of viney stuff growing, as a lawn person, I'd be like, hey, did you know this was here? Do you want it there? I don't think I would just cut it down. But then again, who am I? I'm not a lawn person, so. Oh, yeah. That's a given here. I've moved our solar lights out of the grass into the rocks in the flower bed. Like I had them right outside of the rocks. Yeah, I moved them all into the rocks. For that reason. I was tired of replacing them. And of course, even our old lawn guy, it's not like he'd be like, oh, I messed up I ran over one of your lights or whatever, you know. He just wouldn't tell us. He would just kind of stick it up against itself to make it look like it wasn't broke. We had one guy, like week after we got our house painted, he cut the grass, and right at the back corner of our house, I guess he had the weed eater in hand, and it went like this and hit the soffit of the house and the wall, and you can like see the weed eater marks. It swears he didn't do it. I'm like, dude, we literally just got the house painted. like literally like this past week, got the house painted. So we know it wasn't there. It's ridiculous. And remember, all these don't have to be identical. Right, just ridiculous. So I guess with these, the ones I'm doing like this are almost more feather shaped, I guess. I just wanted that piece of tape to come off. You know, a lot of the issues with lawn people would be fixed if I would just go buy a lawnmower. Corey or me, either one, but neither one of us really want to mow the yard. I mean, Corey says he would, but Corey doesn't like bugs, so Corey's not going to go outside and mow the yard. Right, just be honest about it. I mean, we're clearly, let alone we have cameras. So we can clearly go back and look at the cameras if we really needed to, you know? But hence the reason he's not a lawnman anymore. We actually have 2 lawnmen now, then we alternate them. Because the one we really like, if it rains, he gets really, really backed up. So we needed a second to fill in. So they pretty much, they take turns. Hey, Michelle. How are you? I'm just freehanding. Just freehanding. I figured because it's a husk, they really don't, they don't have to be uniformed, you know? Now, they probably all need some type of closer point than I just did on that one, but that works. All right. So here's the fun part. All right. Now you're going to take your okay. This is the Dollar Tree metal broomstick. That's ridiculous. Right. That we just covered in the masking tape. So what we're going to do, you're going to take one of these. Because the stick is in the regular masking tape, we're going to use the masking tape. We know we have 12 leaves total. So we're going to need 12 pieces of tape. Okay? Now here's the best part. If you rip them ahead of time, you don't have to stop after each leaf. So we're going to do the first 6, and then we'll go back and do the next 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So you want to start up here at the top. Put it on there. Okay, there's my wire. I put it down about an inch below the top. All right. Take your piece of tape, stick it across that, push it against, and pull your tape around. All right. So you taped the wire. Don't worry about this end piece. It's going to be fine. Now all you want to do is bend it however you want it. All right. Now that we have that one there, we're going to take one of the longer white ones. We're going to come down to where you can decide how far down you want it. I'm going to go right below the tape of the other one. Take my piece of tape, put it on there, and do the same thing. You don't have to go directly across like I did. You can go to the side. You can put it wherever you want it. Do the same thing. Okay. Now see, we have a longer piece of wire here. That's fine. I'm actually going to go back in with another large, and I'm going to drop down right below that tape on this side. And this time I'm going, so I've got one here, I'm doing the back side. Do the same thing. Each time you're adding tape, you're kind of covering the tape, the wire from the one before it. And you're just shaping them as you go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Another small one. I'm going to drop down lower to about right there. I'm going to turn it towards me so that I can see where I'm taping. And do the same thing. If you rip the tape, that's fine, just because you have to remember, Husker are going to be like that anyways, okay? Hey, Marsala, we're making some corn stalks. Now, because I did the 2 and 2 here, right, just like each other, the 2 larger ones, I want to go ahead and do another of the small ones on this side. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our 4 sides pretty much. So I want to take and do one on the opposite side from this one. I'm going to drop it down about right there. Now, if you need to use more tape, that's fine. You can rip more tape off. So like I missed a piece right there, so I'm just going to go in. Actually, what I'm going to do, because I missed that little area right there, I'm going to take a piece of tape and rip it in half. It doesn't have to be right all the way down. That one ripped not at all right. You remember we made these little pieces earlier? I'm going to take one of the brown and one of the white. I'm going to put a brown one on this side. And then right next to it, I'm going to go ahead and put the white one. Let me pull this through. So it kind of gives it that piece right there. All right. So now we want to go back in with another white. I'm going to drop it down to about there. Actually, I'm going to go on this side with it. Take my piece of tape and tape it on. This is a 20 gauge. I have some from Dollar Tree that's also 20 gauge, but this is the 20 gauge from Walmart. It's 30 in a pack. 98 cents a pack. I'm going to add an extra piece of tape right there because I don't think that tape did right. You know, this wire is really good to be Walmart wire. Thank you, Kathleen. See, I actually really kind of like it with the two mixed together. All right, so now we did a single, double, double, single. We're going to go back with another single. No, let's go back with a, we're going to go ahead and go double. Let me get some more tape. And as much as I like buying the wire that comes like this, where you can just pull it, snap it. Let me see what gauge this is. So this is 24 gauge, is what this says. This is 24 gauge. It bends far too easy for me. And it works great for like wreaths or doing things like that, but it does not work as well for like this type of project. This type of project, you really need a sturdy wire. All right, go back with this. So if you'll notice, I'm kind of just alternating from side to side. So just whatever was on the opposite side is I'm going to the other side, back and forth. Now, see here what we got going on? So what I want to do with the next set is I want to kind of, hey Lane, is I want to, instead of going crisscross from each other, I want to actually put this one like kind of at an angle from the other ones. So now I'm kind of turning it. To give it a little bit more oomph, I guess. That way they're not all on the same exact angle. And now I am starting to do singles. This tape is called Ram board tape. You can get it at Lowe's. That's an option that you cannot get from the Dollar Tree. Everything else you could get at the Dollar Tree. So Ram board is used in flooring, I believe, if I'm remembering that correctly. And you put it underneath a floor, and it helps hide the seam. It's like a cardboard tape, I guess is the way you could describe it. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the two colors mixed together. Now, I am going to go double again right here because I have 3 of that one left. Round board tape is like $10 for a roll. But you get a lot on the roll. No, this is a 4-foot long metal broomstick from the Dollar Tree. Crafters have been buying Dollar Tree broomsticks and stuff so much that they started to sell them separately. They're no longer sold with the bottom. It's just the stick. Because, like, we're using them for craft stuff, but like people that do balloon arches and stuff, they're using them to make balloon columns. So like everyone is using them. So they started selling them individually. It should. Because it's all made out of tape. The only thing I might be a little concerned about would be a lot of water. I think wind you'll be fine, but water maybe could be a little iffy if you get a lot of water. All right, so there's our two-tone one using short and long. I really like it. Like I said, in these you can bend however you want, right? Now, for instance, I have a bald spot, or I'm calling a bald spot, right here. So what I could do is I could take this one. I should have done it before. See, you can add that in there. Just make sure you do your leaves around it first and then attach it to the pole. And I think that would work great. What time is it? It's only 8:15. We're good. So I'm going to use the brown tape, and I'm going to make 2 more husk pieces. Like it gives you the exact look. If y'all would like to see the $100 option just to see the difference, I'm not going to say it out loud, but I will say that the website is Grand, and their initials are GR. They also have really, really cool pumpkins with faces. That's the thing I actually do buy from them. It's my yearly splurge. Yes, because I definitely allow myself one major yearly splurge, and it's usually on that site. All right. Cut this one out. I did that backwards. It's okay. So I would say that if you're going to do this option, I would leave the bottom fat. Like leave it a wide bottom on it. That way it covers the corn better. Alright, I'm going to cut this dowel down some. It doesn't need to be that long. I am, because I have my hot glue out. I'm going to take these two pieces of husk that's on here, and I'm going to glue them upwards. I actually priced some real husk also at the grocery store, but just to excuse me, see what the difference in prices were. But I felt it was still going to be too expensive to use. Like, you could probably do it with real husk, but then you have to do the whole glue situation, so. Get another glue stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the bottom onto the corn. I've never done this part before, so we'll see. Hey Tina, thank you. I think that works, y'all. I'm just going to take my little pieces of wire and I'm going to wrap them around. Around the stick. I'm going to take a little of the white masking tape. Kind of give it the look of a second husk, I guess. We're making corn stalks. So it gives you the look. I think it works. Put a little bit more glue in there. Yeah, these would all look really great on the front porch. Alright, now let's figure out how to attach it to the pole. Probably should have done that prior to putting all the leaves on. going to fold this one down so I have better access. Add some more tape. Again, I am ripping the tape into smaller pieces, like halfway down the middle. That I just think it's easier to get on it that way. Yeah, you could definitely drill a hole in. And I actually think it would work really well if you did it with a piece of really heavy duty wire instead of dowel. I kind of think it would give you the option to be able to shape it or bend it more the way you wanted it. But see, there it is with a piece of corn. So yeah, I think I like it. So does anyone have any questions about the corn stalks? Now I'll show you what these are for. So these did come from Dollar Tree. They're fake pampas grass. You could use this. You could use like berries. You just want something similar to this. Because all you're going to do with this is, if I can get it to come apart, it should just pull apart. This is the DT that we're talking about. Yep. The last two pieces don't want to come out. That's fine. So all you want to do is, it needs a hole there, but you just want to have them come out the very, very top. Well, I did not grab the piece I needed to make the hole there. Hey, Lauren, how are you? Galileo Figaro. So we had a change of plans for tonight, Lauren, because I had to go live on a different day. So because I don't have the whole piece in here right now to make the hole, see, all you're doing is you're adding, you want something to come right up out the middle. Corn technically has a piece there that looks like wheat, kind of. But I'm just using that for right now. I'm going to put a piece of tape just to hold it there. What's up, my guy? I'm going to put a piece of tape there to hold it. Because that's, like I said, that's not going to be what I permanently use. It's just what I'm using today. So I'm just putting that there to stay in place. All right. Now I'm going to stand up for a second. Hold on just 1 second. Push my chair up. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Lauren. We'll turn the camera up. Okay, see, there's the moon I painted last year. Oh, there's a fan there. I'm just going to do this. So there's your bundle of corn stalk. Oh, I bet. I bet. So yeah. There's your bundle of corn stalk. So, what you could do, put something around here to hold it, right? Take a piece of rope, tie a piece of rope around it, and you're good. So, like I said, all three of these, under $10 to make all three. Instead of $100 for three. And the one for the $100 ones don't even have a piece of corn. And I have more corn that I can add in more places. So, yeah. Let me sit back down. Turn my camera back. Oh, I know, Lauren. I know. Yep. Like I said, I lost my mom in the summer of 2017. And there's so many times I just want to be like, Mom. You know, I get it. Don't tell my guy he's corny. He is. That's why I love him. Thank you, Lauren. Yeah, so I might make more. Because, like I said, I'm going to put them in my foyer. But there's going to be a lot going on in there. And I just kind of want them to sit there. You're good, Lauren. You're good. Because there's also going to be some floral, naturally stuff on these. Like, he's here. The scarecrow and the corn's going to be here. It's going to be like on this wall right here. There's going to be quite a bit of stuff. So, you know. Yeah. So when I bundle them and put like the wire around them, it'll kind of work like a like a tripod. If you get what I'm saying, they'll crisscross, so they'll kind of stand but on their own. I don't know what that was I did with my fingers, but yeah, it'll be kind of like a tripod. So if you don't want to do this option for the top or berries or whatever, you could do something like this out of using masking tape and a skewer stick. Get TP, like a TP, except they're going to be bundled in the middle. Yes. Yeah, Tina must have already left because she would have made a joke about that one, I'm sure. But yeah, this is just the tape folded in half, and then I cut it using my great little French scissors. Have y'all ever seen French scissors? Do it, Kathleen. Do it, Kathleen. Yeah, have y'all seen French scissors? They're really great. I know I used them a few weeks back to show some people, but I absolutely love French scissors. Let me fold this. So I folded my paper up like kind of like a fan. It makes, well, if I would have cut it right. So it cuts fringe. They're the best things ever if you have to cut like fringe for stuff, because it makes it so much easier. So much easier. Now I will say, with the masking tape, it's really hard to cut because, of course, you're cutting so much at one time. I haven't tried it with the paper tape though. Yes, it works. It would work great for panadas. For those who don't know, I randomly like to call piñatas panadas. And I've always called them panadas. Thank you, Tisha. Alright, let's see what it does with this. Ooh, empanadas. Sue, for my birthday last week, we went and had Mexican food, and then we went to the casino. Was not a good idea. So yeah, it works on the paper tape. It works really well for streamers too. Like when you're trying to make like fringe collars and stuff out of streamer. So yeah, it works. But that's really all I have for you tonight. Like I said, originally we were going to work on putting the sugar on the Candyland gingerbread house. The Hansel and Gretel gingerbread house. But I had to make some changes, so I won't be doing that tonight. I'm actually pivoting a little bit and using using Lauren's sugar and also using Lauren's chunky that she made for me and another option. I'm doing 3 mixed together. I'm doing 3 because the way I have to put it on, I should have sugared everything before I put it on. But because I assembled everything, the walls are this way. And then you have the spackle icing going the opposite direction. So it's frustrating the way I'm having to do it because I can't lay it on its side to do it. So I'm having to do it like upright. It's weird. Like I'll video what I'm doing and send it to you. But I'm going back over all of it and adding more on top. It's like I'm having to layer it to get the look. Because I didn't do it the right way, if that makes any sense. But yeah, the sugar works great. It's just the way I have to put it on, it doesn't have time to sit before it starts to move, if that makes any sense. But I'll send you a video of it. No problem, Denise. Ow. That one hurt. It's not been bothering me much lately, y'all, but today it's bothering me. Actually, the last 2 days it's been bothering me. Gravity. Sorry. I was about to sing y'all I was about to turn into Raymond Mayer up in here and sing y'all some Gravity. But yes, I will let y'all go. And like I said, remember, I will not be live tomorrow because of Corey's birthday. But I might come on this weekend. I've got a bunch of stuff I want to do. And I think we're going to have I don't want to promise, but I'm going to try my best to do a live sale next Wednesday. I got to have these 2. I have 2 drops I have to have, and I really need to get it done. So I'm going to try to push myself to get everything set up this weekend so that we can have a live sale next Wednesday on probably the Candyland drop and Maybe do the monster drop the next week. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try to do Candyland drop next week. So save your monies because these are large pieces at great prices, and everyone, you're gonna want them. There's cakes, there's macaroons, and not just macaroons. I mean macaroons. So, okay, save your money so you can buy all my stuff next week, so I can make more stuff. Okay. Anyways, be wonderful, make something wonderful, and until next time, live happily ever crafter, y'all. Bye. I'll let y'all know if I go live this weekend.